This is the real hustle on holiday. In this series, Alex, Jess and Paul expose to our hidden cameras the scams that cheat tourists and travellers out of their hard-earned holiday money. On tonight's show, Jess makes a fortune using flower power.
That's £1, please.
TV star Michael Underwood gets his big break.
Okay, this one's for the money.
And it's curtains for these girls on their big night out.
I'm gutted. I'm off.
All the people on this show have been hustled for real, and after being given their money back, they agreed that the footage could be shown so you can avoid being ripped off by the same scams. It's midday at the municipal coach station in Malaga on Spain's Costa del Sol. At this time of day, it's bustling with hundreds of travellers hurrying to make a connection or arriving in the city. And all with one thing in common. They've got with them bags or suitcases stuffed with valuables. Alex is carrying a bag too, but he's not about to take a coach trip. He's here to demonstrate a con which is frequently used to relieve unsuspecting tourists of their property. This is the bus station steal. First things first. Alex stashes his bag away safely in a left luggage locker. And then he waits. He hears some English-speaking voices coming his way. This could be his opportunity to get the scam on the road.
Hiya. Use this one. I'll tell you what, good luck with getting the key out. Oh, it's just so stuck. I'll show you. It took me, I almost missed my bus earlier. I had to bang at everything. I was here banging away, trying to get it to work. Just put your token in here.
In here?
In there.
What a gent. He helps them out with a dodgy locker door.
Other way around. Put it in here. But then it closed and I couldn't get the. There we go. It just took forever to get it out.
Thank you very much. Here's your bag.
Yeah. Cheers.
They all go their separate ways. The Mark's happy in the knowledge that their possessions are locked away safe and secure. Later that day, the Marks return to pick up their bags. But there's already a key in the locker, and there are definitely no bags inside. It doesn't take the Marks long to work out that they've been the victims of a simple but ruthless con trick. So what did happen to the bags? Let's take another look. When Alex arrived at the left luggage area, his first stop was actually a different empty locker. He inserted a coin, but didn't place his bag inside. In fact, all he wanted was the key.
Oh, hiya. Use this one. Just put it in here.
The story about the dodgy lock was just an excuse to operate the locker himself, allowing him to pull out the key and secretly switch it for the identical looking one already in his hand.
There we go.
In one movement, he dropped the Mark's key up his right sleeve and then gave them the one to the empty locker. which had been hidden in his hand all along. They didn't suspect a thing. Mission accomplished. Once the coast was clear, Alex put that locker key to good use. The marks had actually left behind an umbrella and could have returned at any moment. So Alex needed to move fast without arousing suspicion. It was as simple as that. Seemed like a good time to hop on a bus.
We've just had a laptop stolen and Emma's handbag, so as we were coming to the locker, he was, oh, I'll help you because the key's quite sticky, so we put our stuff in. He gives the key back, so whether he switched it or whether he's had a copy of it, it was English and very helpful. Didn't look rough at all, or, you know, so then again, you never know.
When traveling, it's normal to find yourself in unfamiliar circumstances, and a little bit of help is sometimes appreciated. Unfortunately, sometimes people are trying to help themselves instead of helping you.
How are you? Nice to see you.
Money won is twice as sweet as money earned.
So say goodbye now.
And money won from a celebrity is even sweeter.
I am on the verge of crying. Oh, that's awesome.
Let's see if you can do it.
In the Celebrity Kong Games. This week, the hustlers have come to this pool bar to pit their wits against television presenter and former star of Celebrity Dancing on Ice, Michael Underwood.
You know that you skate?
Yes.
Obviously. How are you at pool?
Better than I am at skating.
Really?
I haven't broken anything playing pool.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this should be quite easy for you then.
I'd hope so.
Okay. Well, obviously we've got a challenge for you.
Yeah.
Have you got a tenner on you?
Yes, I've got some money.
Excellent.
Hang on a sec. There you go, look.
Oh, lovely.
£10. Who am I giving it
Do you
to?
want to take that? I'll
Okay, there you go,
take it.
come on.
Okay.
Alex starts setting up the challenge.
Well, as you can see, there's a golf tee
Yeah.
in the middle.
And choose your weapon.
They're both the same.
Are they though?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay,
Inspect them.
You can choose.
I'm gonna go with this one.
Okay.
Okay. So by default, this one is mine. Thank you very much.
Time for Jess to explain the rules.
We're going to place the golf tee in between 3 pool balls. Okay. Now I want you to take the cue ball, place it wherever you want on the table,
Yeah.
and your challenge is to knock over the golf tee. On the strike though, so you can't knock the balls, they can't start rebounding and knock them over afterwards. It has to be on the strike.
First
You
hit,
need to
right.
knock over the golf tee.
So, all Michael's got to do to win is shoot the cue ball into the 3 balls surrounding the golf tee and make the tee fall over. Sounds like a piece of cake. Have the hustlers made this too easy? We're about to find out.
I like it. You inspecting it? Yeah, that's good.
Michael suspects that there may be more to this than meets the eye.
Paul can pick this table up with one
Do you want me
hand.
to be like, are you touching the table for a reason? Is
No,
that-
we won't touch the table.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
And this is just practice, there's no money on.
Just practice, no money yet.
Here comes practice shot number 1.
Okay, that's an interesting approach.
No joy. Maybe raw power is what's needed.
Shall I try something a bit harder?
I'd step back.
Oh yeah.
He gets ready to unleash hell.
Okay.
Still no joy.
Okay, so it's not power that's the problem.
Next, he tries the softly approach.
Gently, if I do it gently, maybe that's the thing. No, okay. So,
The tee is still standing.
Oh, I thought that was a good approach.
Shall I have a shot?
You want- you have a
Just-
go, yeah,
just
go
to
on.
show you that
You-
it,
Over to Jess to prove that it is actually possible.
my technique isn't very.
Yeah, listen,
It is a bit rustic.
don't flutter those eyelids. I won't be fooled. Right.
It's actually in the strike. That's
No way.
Seriously, it is. You'll see.
She makes it look easy.
It's the slight strike. Now, if you can match that, because I think it's about time you put your money where your mouth is. Come on.
Money?
Money?
Mouth. Okay, this one's for the money.
All right.
For the money. For the money. Come on. What did I do last time? I did what I
Is
was
that how
trying
you
to-
want to place the cue ball?
The Is that how you
Okay.
placed before?
No, you're sidetracking me with the like that matters.
All right,
that
you
doesn't
don't think it
matter.
matters?
It doesn't matter, does it?
Take the shots.
This is the one that counts.
Little wobble, but that's the tell.
Thank you very much.
He can't make the tea topple. So, what's the secret? It's all in the setting up. The tea will never fall over if it's right in the middle and not touching the balls. This is because the balls just knock each other out of the way, leaving it standing. But when Alex set it up for Jess, he moved the tea forward a tiny fraction so that it was actually touching one ball. And that way, it's a pushover. So, the Hustlers' winning streak continues, and they take home another celebrity tenner.
You could have set it up so that I did do it on a practice,
Yeah.
couldn't you? And then screwed me on the...
We did that, you just didn't hit it hard enough for it to fall over.
So you set it up for me to knock it over, and I still didn't knock it
didn't.
over. What chance did I have?
Yeah, no.
Still to come, Paul's got bottle. The most expensive one in the house.
Is that enough?
Excuse me.
And these girls find out there's no such thing as a free upgrade.
She was very convincing.
If you're planning a holiday this year and don't want to run into any hustlers, here's some essential advice to get you on your way.
We all like to pick up a souvenir or two when we're abroad. Now here's a few tips just to make sure you don't pay more than you bargained for. Firstly, never ever buy anything from anybody who approaches you in the street, no matter how good the deal sounds. Just don't do it. Stick to established shops or recognized street markets. Also, when you've paid for your goods, don't let them out of your sight. If they offer to wrap them for you, just remain in the shop and keep an eye on them. It is a classic scam when people exchange expensive goods for inexpensive tat and they wrap it up for you and you only find out when you get home. Also, try and familiarize yourself with the total value of goods you're allowed to bring back from the country you're visiting. Sometimes that value is very low, and that great bargain that you thought you picked up on holiday might turn out to be quite expensive after you've finished paying all the import duty.
A busy town square. Thousands of commuters and tourists pass through here every day. It's the perfect place to demonstrate a con that catches out unwary travellers all over the world. This is the Unlucky Heather Hustle. Jess gets to work, armed with nothing more than some cheap flowers and a bit of a pushy attitude.
Would you like some Lucky Heather?
Sure, okay.
That's a £1, please.
What looks like a free gift isn't so free after all.
You might as well just take it, otherwise you'll have bad luck all day. Thank you, that's a £1, please. Have a little try, it looks
It's
really good
alright,
on
I'm
you.
in a rush.
Well, look, good luck. Have a nice day. You just stick it on there.
In fact, the Lucky Heather costs £1, whether the passers-by want it or not.
That's some Lucky Heather. You just pop it into your strap like that. It's bad luck if you don't take it. That's a £1, please.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, there. You're very welcome.
That's nice.
That's what you'd have a nice day. Hey,
So sweet.
you're sweet. Bye. The £1.
Are they?
Yeah. It'll bring you good luck all day.
This guy is one of the lucky ones, because Jess isn't standing on the street all day just to make a couple of quid.
The £1.
In fact, there's something far more sinister to this flower girl than meets the eye, as this guy is just finding out.
Wait, I don't have my phone.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. It's in my pocket here, on the side.
Most of the time, Jess really was just trying to give passers-by Lucky Heather in return for some small change. But she was always keeping an eye out for the right marks to come along, like someone with an open coat pocket, in this case, containing a mobile phone.
Do you want some as well? I don't want you to be jealous.
My purse is gone, but your handbag was on your arm.
Excuse me.
Or an easily accessible bag with a purse inside.
See what apps could bring you luck all day.
Pinning on the flowers gave her an excuse to put her hands on the marks, and the flower board hid her right hand from sight while she pickpocketed her unsuspecting victims.
Okay, bye.
I had my iPod in here.
Have a little try. It looks
It's
really
alright,
good on
I'm
you.
in a rush.
Well, look, it looks great.
And that looks like an MP3 player right there.
Have a nice day.
Because she was doing that, that's where my mind was.
She sniped my bed without me even realizing. Wow.
But there is nothing lucky about that ever. You may be lucky to get away with your purse on a good day, but otherwise there's nothing lucky.
You'll find this particular scam all over the world, and it's designed to back you into a psychological corner. The idea is that if you accept the gift of the flower, you're beholden to them in some way, and they'll use this to badger you into giving as much money as they can get. But even if you refuse and walk away, you may find that your pocket has been picked in the process, and you could lose everything.
Also remember, if somebody walks up to you and hands you something, you're under no obligation to give them money for it, no matter how much they pester you and even threaten you with curses. If you accept something that is free, you don't have to pay for it.
This is an example of a typical distraction that occurs in very busy areas, sometimes around tourist locations. If you're there, just be a bit cautious. Make sure that your purse is zipped away in your bag. Make sure your credit cards are tucked safely inside your jacket. Because while you're being distracted by the lady with the flower or the lucky heather, there's a good chance that somebody's hand will be in your bag or in your pocket.
When on holiday, it doesn't get much better than relaxing in the sun with a drink in your hand. Except if that drink is free. The hostlers are going to show you how to win drinks from your mates by using proposition bets. The prop bet makes you believe you're onto a sure thing. But of course, the hostlers always have the edge, and you don't stand a chance. So watch and learn.
I will have a gin and tonic, please.
Paul has come to this Spanish seaside bar for some refreshments, but he's not planning to spend his own money.
All right, here's a little bet for you. That is a very, very expensive bottle of wine. You own a bar, you know that, don't you? At least €2-3.
At least.
Yeah. How much would you sell it for in the bar?
Around $8.50.
$8.50, and I'm the hustler. Yeah, $8.50 for that. Well, I think you definitely deserve a glass.
Thank you very much.
A little for you.
I'll try one.
Some for you. All right, now look at that. That's I want you to have every last drop.
Yeah.
Now, would you admit that's about the end of the bottle?
Yes, definitely.
Right. Okay. So is that enough?
That's plenty.
How many drops do you think I can get out of that?
15. Knowing you, probably at least 20.
20.
13.
9, 13. What if I said 100? 100 drops. I'm not going to pour anything in it. Anything
I
like this.
can't see where you're hiding that wine.
So I got to get 100 more drops out of an empty wine bottle. In return for that, we get the really expensive bottle of wine that's back there.
Lovely.
Yeah, lovely.
Which incidentally, I would get the first glass. I don't know how that happened.
Nice Carlos the first.
You'll buy the wine.
Go on then. Sit down.
All right, okay. Maybe I'll count the drops. Could you do me a favour, guys? Could you hold that up for me? Just like that. There you go. Okay. And could you just step up just for a second? Just stand there. Just right there. Ready? 1, 2. See that? That's almost 100, but there's a few more. That's a few more. Let's get some over here.
Popped it again.
I think I'm going for 200. Look, maybe more. That's about 200, so that's 2 bottles of wine. If you don't mind.
This bet seems so impossible, it can't fail to win a round of drinks. Even after Paul emptied out what seemed like the last drop of wine, there was still enough liquid left in the bottle to make more than 100 tiny drops on the paper. All it took was a few flicks of the wrist.
That's definitely over 100. Which incidentally, that bottle of wine is well over 100. So.
This is Leicester Square in London, destination for thousands of tourists who come to snap up bargains at the many cut-price theatre ticket booths. West End shows are the #1 tourist attraction in the capital, and more than 13 million tickets are sold in a year. So at up to £70 each, that's an awful lot of money. Jess and Paul also enjoy the odd evening of grease paint and showbiz tunes. But what they'd really like is to get their hands on some of that theatre-goer money. This is the we will rob you scam. Paul and Jess are in a Leicester Square bar, keeping an eye out for some likely-looking marks.
It's at the end, so.
What with the tape recorder?
It was the build-up to it.
Such as these lucky ladies.
Oh God, no, don't go in, don't go in.
Time to put this plan into action.
What time is it? It's 6:30. So we shall go get a nap.
A good chance.
I think so, yeah.
Go on then.
Okay. It's only around the corner, isn't it?
All right. You want to take a jacket?
No, I'm really hot. I don't want my jacket. We didn't have work.
Sounds like Jess is heading off to buy some theatre tickets from one of the nearby discount ticket booths.
Yeah, man, you need to do it, wasn't it?
Hello? Hey. Yeah, no, I'm in town. What's going on?
Paul's none-too-subtle phone call is hard for the marks to ignore.
Oh, mate, could you call someone else? Maybe.
It's his boss on the line, and Paul might not be able to make the show after all.
Okay, I got to deal with you-know-who first. All right, okay, thank you. Yeah, you're welcome.
But you-know-who has already bought the tickets.
Oh,
Cold.
I'm freezing. I should have brought my coat. I got We Will Rock You at 7:30, so plenty of time. Do you want to go for dinner first? No dinner.
Here
comes the bombshell.
Stop it. What is it? What?
Gotta go to work.
You got to go to work. What now?
Well, in an hour. I can't make the show. Tried to call you, but
I've not got my phone.
Unfortunately, these tickets are non-refundable.
I'll get the show next week. All right.
But then what am I going to do with these?
Just give them to somebody else.
I'm not going to give £68 tickets away. Oh.
It would be such a terrible shame for these great seats to go to waste.
See if these girls. This is my mum.
Excuse me, do you guys want to go see a show tonight?
It was a really, really random. I just bought tickets now. We can't go.
Yeah,
if you're interested.
Yeah, I've been called into watch, but
We Will Rock You.
We Will Rock You.
Oh, what, the musical?
Yeah.
I love musicals. Do you? Yeah.
It's meant to be really good.
They're half-price tickets. I mean, we got them for £34 each, so they're a great deal. 60 quid for two? It's a bargain.
Will these marks really buy theatre tickets from people they've just met in a pub?
Okay, yeah. Would you like to know? Okay, have you got any change?
Yep.
See you next week.
A good deal all round.
There you go.
Oh, 60? Thank
There
you.
you go. Oh, thanks. Good. I'm glad you two are here.
I should go.
Jess has sold the £68 tickets to these two musical fans for £60.
Oh, thank you. You're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm glad you can go.
Thank you.
All right,
Yeah,
have a good time.
Good time.
All right.
See ya. Got everything.
See ya.
She's got most of her money back, and the girls can look forward to a great night out. So what's the scam? Have they handed over £60 for dodgy fakes? Absolutely not. They've just bought 100% genuine tickets for tonight's performance.
Oh, she seems sweet though.
They're nice.
But they won't be banging their heads along to Bohemian Rhapsody. In fact, they'll never even see the curtain rise. And here's why. When Jess left the pub, she really did go to a ticket office. But instead of walking up to the window, she waited just around a corner. Seeing two customers walk off with tickets in hand, she made her move.
Excuse me. Excuse me, hi. So have you just bought some theatre tickets? I'm really, really sorry. It's my fault. I work at the box office. Where they've actually sold you your tickets, I was meant to reserve those seats for a party of 20. So if it's okay with you, would you mind if I upgrade your tickets to the stalls? They're our most expensive seats. Because we've got a party of 20.
price is better than these.
Oh, they're the stalls. They're the most expensive ones. If I take those back for you, do you want to come to the front? Right. I get you some...
With the promise of a free upgrade, these theatre-goers happily handed over their tickets. Jess didn't care which show they were for. The more popular, the better.
Go to the stall on the right and I'll be right there.
And that's the last time they ever saw Jess or their tickets. On her way back to the pub, Jess then sent a text to Paul. His cue to receive a fake phone call from his imaginary boss. Back at the ticket booth, the customers had soon had enough of waiting for Jess to appear behind the window.
We were just walking away and a woman asked us for the tickets that we bought. She said, because apparently there was a block of 20 seats reserved.
But the sales assistant couldn't help and called the manager.
Well, what would she look like?
Dark hair, short, striped top.
No one works here like that. Seriously?
Fortunately for these two girls, the manager cancelled their original tickets, allowing them to pick up new ones at the theatre. They didn't lose any money, just a few minutes of their evening. The same can't be said for the other two theatre-goers who paid £60 for a show they'll never see.
We're gonna go watch, what is it called? We Will Rock You now.
Plans have changed.
We got some tickets. We got them £30 each, which we thought was quite good.
Where she came from was like the side door to the box office, so I thought she was going to come back, but she didn't.
Yeah, but she was very convincing.
Yeah.
There you go.
We told the Marks the tickets they spent £60 on have been cancelled and are now worthless.
I'm gutted.
I'm off.
A common technique used by hustlers is to put the mark in a situation that they don't expect. In this case, by offering them a good deal if they simply comply with their instructions. Of course, they're on the street and this person looks like they must have come from somewhere simply because she's not wearing a jacket, and they give up the tickets. Now, even though they can go and claim those tickets again and have them replaced, we're able to sell genuine tickets to the Marks in the bar. And even if they get into the theatre, they're going to find that those seats are already taken.
Whenever anybody approaches you in the street, don't assume that they're in an official capacity. Make sure you find out exactly who they are before you have any dealings with them. And if someone offers you an upgrade of anything, make sure you receive that upgrade before handing over your original purchase.
If you buy tickets for anything from a man in a pub, there is a chance that those tickets might be stolen. If the loser has reported the theft of the tickets, you could turn up, find yourself met by the police who want to know where you bought them. Instead of seeing the show, you could spend the evening in the police station explaining your actions. So don't buy from people in pubs.
So remember, even when you're away from home, you should always keep your wits about you. That way, you will avoid getting hustled on holiday.
Excuse me, do you guys want to go see a show tonight?
The sun is setting over the historic city of Malaga on the south coast of Spain. After spending hours lazing on the beach, holidaymakers head into the centre to finish off a perfect day. And here to ruin it is Paul. He's set up a kiosk selling snacks and drinks to tourists. But he's hoping his latest product will turn out to be a bestseller. This is the phone home hustle. Calling Britain from abroad can be expensive, but not if you use the phone card Paul's selling, which promises an incredible rate of just 2 cents per minute.
Hola.
Hola.
Speak English?
Yep.
Do you sell international phone cards?
Yep. These are the best ones. 2 cents a minute now, I think.
With such a great price, this customer decides to borrow some extra cash from his mate.
How many? 4.
The Mark is making the most of the great offer and buys several cards in one go.
4. There you go.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy.
It's a good start to Paul's evening, and it's not long before some more customers pay a visit to his kiosk.
Hola.
Do you speak English?
Like a native.
Okay. And can we have one of these Euro local?
Sure.
Please.
€5.
I don't have any change, sorry.
Okay. Go.
Don't be ripped off by your mobile network phone the UK 80% cheaper over
This girl knows a good deal when she sees one.
Enjoy.
Perfect.
Great.
Thank you.
Take care.
The Mark immediately puts her new phone card to good use with a call back to the UK.
Hola.
How much do you want?
Oh, hello.
Lisa. Can I have a Euro card, please?
Sure. €5. Yeah. Thank you.
Paul sold 6 cards in the space of a couple of hours and is feeling pretty pleased with himself. But if he's only selling them for €5 each, how is he making a profit? The previous customer returns, not looking too happy with her purchase.
2 cents a minute.
I'll get you.
Excuse me. I just bought this like 2 minutes ago. And I just called England and it only gave me like 3 minutes.
That's not right. The only thing I can tell you to do is to call one of these numbers.
There's no chance of a refund. I mean, 2.5 minutes.
I can't refund you, but what to do is if you give them your number, what they should do tomorrow is they'll credit you with the original amount of money, but they usually give you a bonus credit as well.
And they'll do that, yeah?
Yeah, because I mean, I'm sure you're telling me the truth,
Obviously.
but you might have been talking since you left here. You might be trying to con me.
I haven't been gone 250 minutes, so
No, that's true, yeah, you
I
should
can't
have had
possibly
plenty.
used it all.
Trust me, I've seen every con in the book, but if you call them, they should be able to help you, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
So they've been ripped off, but they don't know the half of it. Here's how a phone card works. You dial a free phone number on the card. Then you type in the UK number you want to phone. And the company connects your call straight through at the cheap rate. You just buy however many minutes of connection time you want on a scratch card. But the hustler's free phone number isn't as free as the marks think. In fact, it's a premium rate line, which adds several pounds per minute to a mobile phone bill. And because the number belongs to the hustlers, that money goes straight into their pockets.
It said 2 cents a minute. I called my gran, and I got 2.5 minutes. Took it back, and he won't give me my money back. Apparently, if I call tomorrow, I might get my money back, but might not.
Calling the helpline number on the card definitely won't get her money back. In fact, it's another premium rate line.
In that case, what can you do? Go back in, kick his head in, I don't know.
Always make sure you know exactly what deal you're getting from the phone card. If you're unsure about which one to buy, then ask around. Ask fellow travellers, ask local people, see which ones they use, and then you can make your decision from there. Because the moment you walk away from the shop, then you can't go back.
How are you? Nice to see you.
Money won is twice as sweet as money earned.
You might as well say goodbye now.
And money won from a celebrity is even sweeter.
I am on the verge of crying. Oh, that's awesome.
Let's see if you can do it.
In the Celebrity Con Games.
Hello. Hello.
This week, the hustlers are up against former member of So Solid crew, solo artist in her own right, and winner of Celeb Air, Lisa Mafia.
Have you ever been scammed before? Obviously, you know the nature
I
of the
probably
show.
have, and
But you don't know.
sorry, didn't even know it. Still don't know now.
Interesting.
Well, obviously, we've brought you down here
Yes.
for a reason.
Yeah.
Have you got £10 on you?
I have.
You have.
Lisa doesn't know it yet, but her tenner's not just the wager for the challenge, it's part of the challenge.
I've got a question for you. How many times do you think you can fold this £10 note in half? It's like over and then again and then again.
About 6, maybe?
About 6 times. Do you want to have a go?
Okay.
Let's see.
So what, just over and over and over?
Over and over
Okay,
and
so
over.
that's
Until you
one,
can't
isn't
do
it?
anymore.
Yeah.
1,
1, 2,
2,
2,
3,
4, 5. You managed
I'm going to get me 6. I have to get it.
That's pretty good. Do you think you could do 7? Yeah, you'd have to
Oh,
That's 6 folds. She was spot on.
That's a good guess. It's a good guess. But quite a small piece of paper at £10.
Yeah.
Because the 7th wasn't so much of a
That
fold.
wasn't really
it was
a
a
fold,
dent.
it was
like a dent.
So, with this A4 piece of paper, I mean, that's about, what, 7, 8 times bigger? How many times do you think you'd be able to fold this? Just like you have done with this £10 note, bear in mind the size.
Maybe 30?
30 times that you
In
can
half.
fold it in
In half,
In
yeah.
half,
Okay.
Well, let's,
What about if we did something a little bit bigger? What about this newspaper?
Wow.
As in half, just like you did with the £10 note.
At least 60, maybe?
You can
60
fold,
times
you
in
can
half.
fold this paper 60
Yeah.
times, half and half and half.
Yeah, probably about maybe.
and it's thinner too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jess is about to offer Lisa an amazing sounding bet.
Well, how about for every fold you do after 8 folds, I'll give you a £10 note. So for
After
if
8?
you do 9 folds, I'll give you a tenner. If you do 10 folds, I'll give you another tenner.
Oh my
so
God.
on and so forth. Like 20 quid if you do 10, 30 if you do 11, 40 and so on and so forth.
What's the catch? Because I know I can do that.
Then
Well,
go for
I'll
it.
tell you what, if you can,
If you
we get to keep the tenner.
Yeah.
So Lisa's confident that she can fold the newspaper in half 60 times. If she does, it'll be a good 5 minutes work. She'd make a whopping £520 from the hustlers.
Do you want to
Complete
start going?
folds.
Complete
Okay.
folds like you did with this.
So
That's one.
She's off.
One. We'll be counting, make sure
I'm
you
gonna
go that way.
I'm gonna go that way, yeah.
Okay.
2.
2. I know that's making it small already. 3. 4. Oh my gosh, can I start again?
Lisa's just discovered the catch.
5. 6. Oh my god. 7.
That's 8.
Oh, can you manage 8 just about?
8.
Wait.
Everything after 8 you get a tenner for.
60 folds is looking unlikely.
That's not really a fold though. 'Cause that's not
Still
going to...
number 8. I'll give you the 8.
Just about.
Can you do 9?
No.
She folds.
And how many did you think you could do? Was it
You
60?
thought 60.
You thought
After 8 folds, paper is an incredible 256 times thicker. Even the best paper folders in the world can't go higher than 9 folds in half with their bare hands, no matter how big the paper. If Lisa had managed to fold it 60 times, it would be pretty thick. In fact, more than a billion times thicker than one sheet, which is thick enough to reach from here to the sun and back 38 times. So that's another celebrity tenner for the hustlers, though this one is slightly more creased than usual.
You know why you can't fold that anymore?
No,
It's so solid.
It's just so, yeah.
Wait, that was a good one.
But no, that's it.
That was
That's
good.
our
I
line.
knew that.
Still to come, Paul takes these Parkers for a ride,
Joking with me.
and Alex goes out with a bang. If you're planning a holiday this year and don't want to run into any hustlers, here's some essential advice to get you on your way.
Most people's holidays turn out to be exactly what they'd hoped for, relaxing and enjoyable. But sometimes things do go horribly wrong. And the thing to do here is to be prepared. Before you go on holiday, make sure you've got a comprehensive travel insurance. And what we mean by comprehensive is an insurance that covers you both for things that are stolen or that you've lost, and also for any emergency medical treatment. Now, if something does happen to you abroad, do contact the police. No matter how trivial you think the crime was, do contact the police. They will be able to advise you, and also they'll be able to issue you with a police incident number, which will help you in any claims you wish to make when you get back home.
Millions of tourists visit the historic city of Oxford every year. And with so many sightseers, parking is at a premium. Most visitors are willing to pay for the privilege. And Paul has come to this city centre car park to help them do exactly that. Really pay for the privilege. This is the Super Pass. Paul's come prepared for his afternoon out. With his badge, fluorescent jacket and clipboard, he looks like he was born to work in a car park. Now he just needs some motorists to arrive so he can help them spend their money.
Afternoon. Can I ask how long you're going to be, roughly?
1 to 2 hours.
It's up to you, but we have a one-day pass for £5 now, which is a new programme we've started. It means if you're a little bit late, you won't get charged £6 or £7.
You might as well then.
Have your ticket there, stamp it.
So here's the deal. Instead of paying by the hour before they exit, motorists can buy a £5 Super Pass from Paul, which allows them to park here all day long.
It's £5.
To most visitors, that sounds like a bargain.
All right, take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Can I ask how long you're staying for, folks? Do you know about the Super Pass program? If you pay by the hour, it's about £3-4 an hour. £5 is Super Pass for the day if you want it. It's up to you. Yeah, just there you go. Thank you. And do you have your ticket, please?
Another quick stamp on the ticket.
There you go. And when you go out, just use this.
And another quick £5 into Paul's pocket.
Okay, great. Take care. Bye-bye. Hi there. We have a Super Pass program now. £5 is for the whole day.
All right.
On the way out.
I mean, when I get to
Yeah.
the gate, though, what happens?
Yeah, it'll scan straight through.
All right, okay.
Scan straight through.
Of course, there is no such thing as a super pass. Paul's just knocked up a cheap stamp that prints the word on the parking ticket, and it certainly won't open the exit gate.
£5. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Paul doesn't want to work the car park for too long, because once his customers start returning, he'll have a lot of explaining to do.
Morning.
So he's going to use his final mark to help him make his getaway.
It's £5. Great.
Paul doesn't actually stamp this mark's pass. He keeps it and hands back his very own parking ticket instead. Of course, it now has the magic word Super Pass stamped on it. Once the motorist has walked out of sight, Paul puts the ticket to good use in the payment machine. It only cost him £1. After all, the mark's only just arrived at the car park. That's a pretty lucrative 30 minutes. And one very satisfied hustler, off to another Oxford car park to relieve some more tourists of their spending money. Later that day, some of the motorists return to their cars. And with their Super Pass ticket, they don't go anywhere near the payment machine. But they're about to find out that their Super Pass isn't so super after all. This is obviously a job for a man. The barrier won't open because the parking hasn't been paid for. And everyone that tries to leave without paying at the machine has the same problem.
Joking with me.
Oh, you know what? Please don't buy back. Oh, I'm blocking everyone up.
It's not long before the traffic chaos at the barrier attracts the attention of a real parking supervisor.
Hello, can I help at all?
Yeah, got the Super Pass.
Super Pass? It's not a promotion, I mean, it's not a normal entry ticket. I mean...
Of course, he's never heard of a Super Pass.
He was wearing one of a bright yellow thing.
We've got no promotions at all, so I'm afraid...
But I paid £5 and he was like...
Not according to the ticket. Unfortunately, you need to go along to the pay machine, which is just over there, and pay for your parking.
So that means a guy took £5 off me?
It sounds that way, I'm afraid, yeah. Certainly, it's not a promotion we're doing here.
We asked the Marks how they were enjoying their day out.
Bit cross about it, considering obviously giving him £5, now we have to pay and probably another £6, yeah. So all in all, we spent £11 just to park a car for 2 hours.
It was a guy in a high-vis jacket, so I just assumed that he was a car park attendant.
You said it was like £4 an hour,
Yeah.
so we thought we'd make the most of it.
Yeah.
As we know, if a deal is too good to be true, it probably is. And just because someone's wearing a high-vis jacket, that doesn't make the deal any more legitimate. If you're suspicious about anything like that, then check with the proper parking authorities.
When on holiday, it doesn't get much better than relaxing in the sun with a drink in your hand. Except if that drink is free. The hostlers are going to show you how to win drinks from your mates by using proposition bets. The prop bet makes you believe you're onto a sure thing. But of course, the hostlers always have the edge, and you don't stand a chance. So watch and learn.
I will have a gin and tonic, please.
Alex is out in a seaside bar and he fancies a free drink.
Balloons! Hey! What is a grown man doing with balloons in his pocket?
To hear that, to be
I don't
honest.
know. Which one would you like?
I'd like the red one, please.
The red one.
Have the green one, please.
Okay.
Got to be blue for boys.
Blue for boys. Leaves me with pink. Thank you. So blow them up, not too big, and tie a. Good. Tie it up. Great. Brilliant. Excellent.
You got it.
All right. Here's my question: how long do you think you could hold that balloon over that flame before it bursts? You can't hold it up here. You've got to hold it like wah, just almost touching. Yeah. How long do you reckon it will last?
Not very long.
Not very long.
Second? 2 seconds?
A couple of seconds.
A couple of seconds. All right, you can go first. Put it on the flame.
A little bit.
Touch it. Touch it. Okay, that just about burst as it touched the flame. Okay,
It did, yes.
who wants to go next? Who thinks they can better that? So you're trying to beat about a second. So you're trying to warm the balloon up, get it used to the idea that it's going to be very hot in a second now. That's pretty good. You've got the wind helping you out. Whoa! Okay, I would say that was about 10 seconds. All right. But it's good. It's got to be close to the flame, right?
I still didn't last that long, did it?
All right. So I'm going to use one of these balloons, and I am going to hold it over for at least 30 seconds.
How long?
You can choose which balloon I do.
At least 30 seconds.
On the flame?
On the flame. A la plancha. If I can do it, you guys buy me a drink.
Fair enough.
Right?
Yeah.
Can I have a shake on that?
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. No chance you're going to do
Sure.
it. 30 seconds.
Which one do you want me to use?
Pink.
The pink.
Girl's choice.
Right.
Is that the trick?
Wow, what he doesn't done up.
Ready?
Your timing.
Am I touching the flame? Because I can't actually see.
Yeah.
Like, you see that? Now, do I have to sit here for 30 seconds?
Do you want me to hold it?
You've been sitting there for about half hour.
I should have timed that, shouldn't I?
The trick here is that Alex started by taking a mouthful of water. The water then went into the balloon before he blew it up. Instead of quickly heating the balloon to breaking point, all the heat from the flame went straight into the water, keeping the balloon nice and cool and intact. And that's how Alex achieved his record-breaking time.
That was 30 seconds.
I didn't think of that. That was very good.
That was very good.
More and more holidaymakers are choosing to spend their time off in Britain, rather than going abroad, staying in hotels, B&Bs and cottages. Jess has come to an area full of holiday rental properties. She's going to make some tourists hand over their hard-earned spending money, and she's going to do it by giving them a present. This is the Gift Basket Con. Jess knows that today's the main changeover day for rentals in this area, and she's looking for some new arrivals.
Hello. Hi, I'm Susie. I'm from the management company. Just wanted to check that you're okay and you got the key and everything. You have? Oh, good.
Bingo.
Got you some little goodies as well.
These tourists weren't expecting anyone from the rental agency, but who doesn't like a free gift?
Did you get the key?
Oh yeah, I found it, yeah.
Oh, excellent. Oh, good. I was a little bit worried, so I thought I'd just pop round. I need to just quickly change the remote control as well, if that's okay, in the living room.
All right.
Because we're just having a new system put in and all the old remotes are still there, so you wouldn't really be getting very far with them.
All right. Oh, we haven't
If that's
checked yet.
Have you not? All right. Do you like it though? Is everything?
Oh, it's lovely,
isn't
yeah,
it?
it's really big.
Jess walks off ahead, giving her a crucial few moments alone in the sitting room.
Can I just show you with the spire as well? I mean, it's not really a big deal. When you start it up, you might smell a little bit of paint as well, but...
So far, all Jess has done is hand out gifts and helpful advice. How is she going to turn this home visit into a profitable hustle? Here comes the killer question.
Also, did they talk to you about the deposit that you need to be leaving? Over the phone?
No.
No, it's a £200 deposit just for any damages and stuff like that. It's just standard. That's all.
Yeah.
So do you want to sit down?
All right.
Write you out a seat. No, it's just standard procedure, so I need to get that off you today. Then I'll come back in a couple of days and I'll be able to give that back to you.
All
It's
right.
just to make sure that, you know, there's no vases or anything that break. And we had a chap here not so long ago kept bashing his head on the ceiling. So I was like, yeah, just did you? 'Cause it's-
The breakage deposit comes as a bit of a surprise to the Marks. After all, the rent has already been paid in advance.
Did I not tell you about that?
No.
Oh, right, because I assumed that because they hadn't done it, then you were paying in cash. That's why I brought my little receipt book with me.
All right.
That's all.
Will the Marks really hand over £200 to a stranger that's just knocked on their front door? They don't really have much choice.
Are all these beans original?
They are, yeah. It's lovely, isn't it?
As one Mark goes off to find her purse, Jess shares some more of her intimate knowledge of the cottage with the other Mark.
How much have you?
I've got 200.
It's 200, that's spot on. It's 200, that's great.
Me and Rovin's just supply.
Oh no, we're taking all your money?
No, I can get some. Look,
Is that okay? Yeah.
That's one holiday off to an expensive start.
And that's your receipt. I'll come back and I'll drop this back off to you in a couple of days. If you need anything, in the basket there's my personal number, there's the management as well. Have a lovely stay. If you need anything, just give us a call. I'm only 10 minutes away.
All right.
Okay, take care.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Enjoy your stay.
Thanks. Bye.
It's that simple. Jess has made £200 in just 5 minutes. But the Marks do still have that luxury gift basket to enjoy. So how did Jess know all the intimate details of the cottage?
Hello. Hi, I'm Susie. I'm from the management company.
She didn't. She just walked around like she'd been there 100 times before.
Yeah, did you get the key?
Oh yeah, I found it, yeah.
Oh, excellent. Oh, good. I need to just quickly change the remote control as well.
And though it sounded like she knew what she was talking about,
Can I just show you with the spire as well?
everything she said would have been true for any cottage in this area.
We had a chap here not so long ago kept bashing his head on the ceiling, so I was like, yeah.
But it was all accurate enough
Are all these beans original?
They are, yeah.
that the Marks never questioned her credentials.
Have a lovely stay. If you need anything, just give us a call.
And what about the luxury gift basket? Unfortunately for the Marks, it's full of the kind of luxury you get from free brochures and a trip to the local pound shop. It's worth all of £9. We told the Marks that they'd just been the victims of a con trick.
What are you going to do? It's 200 quid. We'd only been here 2 minutes and you're caught off guard, aren't you? Next time it's going to be a professional ID, a phone number, and I'm going to phone that number up and check it before they leave or I'd give a deposit. It's the only way.
When people leave the city and they go abroad, they go to the country, they tend to let their guard down a little bit. Now, Jess shows up and she looks the part and she uses one very good psychological trick. She gives them a gift. Now, a gift, no matter how inexpensive it is, makes the other person feel indebted to you. They're liable to give you stuff in return. In this case, money.
You can start your security for your holiday well before you travel. Make sure that you understand what you're being asked to pay, if there are going to be any additional charges. Then when you turn up and you're in that kind of very relaxed holiday mood and maybe your guard's down a bit, if somebody does come to you and ask you for more money, whether it's a deposit for food or anything at all, just make sure you think, well, that's a surprise. I'll ring the person I booked from. I'll ring the holiday company. I will double check.